Welcome back, everybody. This is your boy RTL Faith, and we are back with another episode of Kickback Anime Discussions. And for today's video, what we're going to be talking about is the Naruto arcs and all the important ones determined by us. And we're going to be doing our top 10 ranking of all the arcs, as you can see. We got 3 guests here with me today, so let us start off with Teebry. Go ahead.
Shut up, man.
What?
Hello.
Keep that. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, we're keeping it. That is Teebry. We also got Delix. Go ahead, Delix.
Hi, how you doing? What the fuck?
Last but not least, we also got Zoid. Go ahead, Zoid. Alright, we got everybody here. So let us just roll right into it and talk about our 10th spot, everybody's 10th spot. And I think this is kind of unanimous what the 10th spot should be.
Hidden and Kakashi.
I was going to say War Arc, I'll be honest. My 10th spot's the War Arc.
I think the Kakashi Anbu arc. 10th as in last place.
Yeah, 10th is last. Actually, yeah.
I don't Kakashi Anbu arc.
I'm actually going to say that as well, only because I don't remember a lot of it. So I'm
The Kakashi Anbu arc was pretty interesting. You get to see Kakashi, live his life before he had Team 7, when he was in Yonbu, when he was with Itachi. You got to see him struggle with his life issues after Ren's death. It was really great development, but we just didn't get that in the canon anime. It is mixed in with canon filler from the light novels, I believe, but it does help Kakashi's character in general. It's basically everything that we know about Kakashi, but we get to go more into detail with it.
That's a lot of information.
Like when Kakashi got up and kept washing his hands and kept crying because he kept crying and he kept saying the blood won't wash off, but there's no blood anymore. It's just a tragic memory of what he did to Ren that's haunting him, and it really I felt that. It was depressing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that too. I just don't remember.
It was a good arc, but I just don't think in terms of all of the arcs that we had, we narrowed it down on Twitter. We narrowed down
I like it, but I don't think it holds up to Hidan Kakuzu arc.
Yeah, I don't think it's the best. I don't know. I don't think it's the best arc.
I get maybe a 7.
It made top 10, so it is good. There's worse arcs that we didn't include here, obviously.
Like the tuning exams.
It's here. What?
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
What?
No.
What are you on about?
Whoa.
No, look, Shippuden did a tuning exam.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it
No,
too.
I enjoyed it until that fat dude kept sweating.
Bro, Lee versus the guy that was similar to Lee was probably the pilot.
Yes, that's what we deserve. That's we deserve.
For sure.
It was cut short by a Leaf Hurricane, though, which sucks.
Delix, what's your 10? You haven't wrote your 10 yet.
Okay, how do we do this?
Just write it.
Just type it in above your...
Meg.
Okay, 10 what?
What is your 10th
pick?
10th pick, yeah.
This is how you explain
any arc, right?
Yeah, what is your least favorite arc?
Out of the arcs on the side here.
Probably I'm probably have to go with the it's hard because the thing is the Kakashi Anbu arc isn't as flawed as the War arc, which is kind of difficult.
I mean, my justification is I don't remember a lot about the Kakashi Anbu arc.
I mean,
so
for this video, I put 10 for Kakashi.
I mean,
my justification is Madara.
Fair enough. There's a lot of hype moments in the War arc. So, Zoid, you actually have a different one from all of us. So, why did you put Hidan and Kakuza?
Thing is, I didn't feel the fight.
You didn't feel the fight?
Yeah, and when I watched it, I'm like...
I just
actually skipped the whole arc, to be honest.
What?
This is Kakuzu, by the way.
How do you...
What?
How? How does Boruto not bore you, but Hidan Kakuzu bore you? What?
Oh, Boruto, I'm on the newer generation.
Bro,
Oh.
Hidan and Kakuzu is insane.
Yeah.
Dude, the way that
You got-
Shikamaru killed Hidan was lit.
Yeah, that was so like intricate and like well thought out, and then
Yeah.
the whole like Asuma's death was like terribly sad.
And the way
That
that
was-
Shikamaru looked at him with those blood eyes, like, oh,
Oh,
you're
man.
dead.
Yeah.
Nah.
And then we got to
So
see
bad, Susan.
Naruto's Rasen Shuriken for the first time. That was pretty dope.
Kakuzu got
I
handled.
watched clips on YouTube.
Naruto should have been in that arc, is what some people say.
You said Naruto shouldn't have been in the arc?
Yeah, they kind of felt like the spotlight should have just been Shikamaru, period. That's why people felt like
Yeah,
it was bad.
I can
because
kind of
Naruto.
agree with that. But I mean, he did have a good spotlight. He defeated half of the two bad guys.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Kakuzu, I don't see any of the people that was there to be beating Kakuzu. Like, Naruto kind of needs
I think Kakashi should have figured out a way. I think they should have written a way for Kakashi to beat him because that would have been a cool.
I mean,
Kakashi-
he can't
Think about Kakashi, bro. He doesn't have any W's. He loses everything if you think about it. Like he literally loses all the
that rock
time.
paper scissors fight.
all right. So we got a different 10 for Zoid, but for the most part, we all got the Kakashi Anbu arc. So let's move on to our number 9. And anybody who wants to talk about their number 9 first? I mean, I gotta think a little bit.
Let me look at them real quick. I got mine already. It's gonna be the Tsunade retrieval arc.
The thing is, like, if I'm going to be honest, I really do enjoy the Tsunade arc and the Sasuke better than Chunin Exams and Let Away of arc, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, be honest.
Yeah,
I don't
this is-
agree, but be honest.
Yeah, this is your pick, and I honestly, I'm not just doing it because he's saying it, but like, if I think about it for real, I kind of have to agree. I think Tsunade's search or retrieval arc has to be my number 9.
enjoyed that arc, to be honest.
The Tsunade arc is my favorite arc, but I don't know if it's the best arc in part 1. It's just my personal favorite.
Yeah, this is your favorites. You know, you put what you think is the best, your favorite. This is your top 10.
See, my thing with the Tsunade arc is I like it's a good arc. Like none of these arcs on here are really bad arcs if you think about it, because they're the top. This is like the top 10 arcs, in my opinion, anyways. But this arc, I don't know. I really didn't like the battle because it's like it was just like big summonings and stuff. Like I don't know. I like ninja to ninja.
Yeah,
fighting.
but that's what made you New Yeek was summoning creatures. Like, I get what Kishua was going for, but like I get it. That fight didn't do it for everybody, but it was interesting to see something just be played out differently. Like you're not get another fight like that.
Yeah, I don't know. And plus, Orochimaru wasn't even like at full power because he had no fucking arms. I don't know. It was
but
it
he
was a
still
good
kicked
arc.
ass. Dude, he still kicked ass though.
Yeah, but in comparison to these other arcs, the fight wasn't as good as any of the fights.
I disagree. Well, the thing is, Toad Summon art. The Toad Summoning fight? It only lasted for like 3 minutes. Period. It didn't last too long.
Well, yeah, even then, exactly. It's
Yeah.
still not as good as any of the other fights.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
So, well, I'm saying you still get to see ninja fights if you just cut out the first 3 minutes of that episode with the monsters fighting.
I mean, you get to see Kabuto and Tsunade. No, who does
Tsunade.
Kabuto? Yeah, Kabuto and Tsunade fight for like a.
That fight could have been better.
It's mostly talking, that arc.
yeah,
But
Tsunade should have watched him for real.
Yeah, she was afraid of blood. I think it was what her weakness was. There.
Yeah. Kabuto used her weakness to get her and put blood on her, and she just stopped.
Yeah, no, it was definitely good, but I don't think it was as good as any of the other things listed here in my.
Well,
Yeah.
you talk about the fight or the whole story, because I love the story of Naruto struggling to win.
But I would say both are not as good
Because
as
he did
anything
not
else
use
here.
Kurama for that training arc. He used his own sweat and efforts.
I mean, I'll say this, like, to back up Teebry, like, I think it's a good arc. It has some good themes, but I think the themes and the fights and the moments in other arcs were just better.
Yeah, I'm not trying to argue that this arc is necessarily a bad arc or anything like that. I'm just saying in comparison to everything else here, I don't think it rivals anything. on here.
Yeah.
Like, would you choose the Force of Death over it?
Oh hell yeah, that's my favorite arc.
Well, the thing is, I separated the half of the tuning exams with the Force. Like I know it's part
No,
of it, but
so
I always separate
in this
them.
tuning exams arc, where we've included like the whole tuning exams, the Force of Death up to the attack on the leaf. Like
Yeah.
I love the Force of Death. I don't know why Okage doesn't like it. I loved it. I love the Force of Death.
I like
it's
it as
one
well.
of my. That's the whole tuning exams is my favorite part of part 1.
Yeah, he said Sasuke's first fight in that forest was stupid. I'm just like, dude, that fight was awesome. Sasuke actually like took a kunai to the guy's stomach.
Yeah, that was hype.
All right, so Delix, you got the Land of Waves arc as your number 9. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to explain that one, buddy.
Yeah, let me explain. It had. Let me explain. It has great story, has deep, great emotional moments, and I love the arc. But it's not something I keep rewatching compared to the other arcs. Like I'm giving the credit, but I just don't rewatch it as often as every.
I think the Land of Wave arcs is. I think it's iconic.
No, it's still one of the best written. Period. I'm just saying, for my watch time, I just don't watch it as much as the other arcs. That's all. Like I will rewatch the Paint arc more than the Land of Wave arc.
See, I don't. I mean, that's fair.
I love the arc. I love the arc. I just don't constantly rewatch it as often as the other. That's all.
Is there a reason though that you don't?
I think it's just because I'm just used to those other arcs. Like I feel like I was just more attached to the Sonatic arc with its writing, and then the Pain arc with everyone dying and the peace and understanding. Like I felt more with those arcs than the Land of Way arcs. That's all.
That's fair,
I'm not saying like I'm not shitting on the arc.
I know. I don't think that we can. I mean, we can shit on the War arc if we want, but I don't think any of these arcs are. I don't think anyone's going to be necessarily shitting on it.
Yeah, it's still one of the best arcs. Even though that Studio Perry did some pacing issues, but besides that, it's still good. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair. We'll definitely talk about the Land of Waves arc more. Zoid, Kakashi Anbu arc. Anything to explain regarding that? Really?
I just like how you or Kakashi's aspect of the Force, Anbu Force, and life as Anbu Force. Yeah. Just like how he was and all that.
But is there a reason you put it in 9th?
In front of Hedon, in front of Hedon.
How do you not like that arc? Seriously.
He didn't say he didn't like it. It's just his least favorite on this list.
It had so much great.
I mean, he did say that he skipped it.
Oh yeah, he did say he skipped it. He did say that.
How could you skip it? How could you skip it
after 2 episodes in the straight arc?
Wait, are you including like the part before that, like where they bring that kid, like the filler part of it?
Yeah.
Because then I understand, but that doesn't count as part of the arc. That's just filler. If that's what you're talking about for the first 2 episodes.
I don't know. I've forgotten which episode was it?
So it would start with the introduction of Hedon and Kakuzu.
Like, so you're saying you skipped that arc and went right to Pain and the War and then the Boruto. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta go back and watch. You gotta go back and watch it.
Are you
I have
on
watched
track?
clips on YouTube. I say that. I watched the end.
All right.
Hold
on. Let's just move on to our number 8. Zoid, what is your number 8? Let's start off with you. Everybody.
Are we doing number 7?
We're doing number 8.
Oh, okay.
I say War. Too many plot holes. So you say that.
There were reasons why there were plot holes. I'm just pointing that out.
I know the reasons.
Well, reasons or not, it's still there.
Yeah.
The action was good. I said it was brilliant.
Well, the thing about the War, I really enjoyed the second half, but the first part and the third part, no. The second half, I just enjoy it.
I enjoyed
That's
all
all.
the half parts, really.
You even like the Kaguya stuff? That I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I didn't like the fight.
I mean, the War arc is, synonymous with plot holes and all that crap and, a lot of this stuff. But the highs of the War arc, it really has me, like, after I really think about, like, the top moments of the War arc,
my favorite moment, hands down, of the War arc is Madara's introduction.
Oh, yeah, that was top tier. Like,
he literally just bodies that whole army. Like, my God.
The way that he just approaches, he's like, "Sup, bitches."
The way that they foreshadowed and hyped Madara from the beginning of the series all the way up until that point, the payoff was just so perfect.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
Kishimoto build up perfectly in my
The thing
opinion.
is, I liked all 3 parts because I never read the manga. Till this day, I never read the manga.
I never read the manga either.
The thing about the first part of the war, if Kishimoto just like revived less shinobi, it wouldn't be as bad because he just got a lot of pointless character fights.
There's so many shinobi he could have just left out. The Scorch one, like like there's like the mist, the swordsman mist. They're kind of interesting. Tsunade's love interest, he didn't need to be there. Yeah, there's just a lot of...
Datara and Sasori and Granachio and Kibimaru, I liked how they all died even though that Datara was killed off.
Granachio didn't need to be there.
They did not need to be there, period. And it's really hard to look at Datara the same way because he was my favorite Akakushi member. So seeing him being brought back and not do anything besides being trapped in Kakuru's armor puppet thing first.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, man.
I really didn't like the saucer, such a waste of a revive, Sasori and Datara. You know what I don't like? How they like kind
it
of
hurts
like
me.
Wait, slow down, Zoe. Slow down. We're doing one at a time.
They tried to redeem like all the bad guys to make them disappear. You know how like if you like, I don't know what their explanation for it was, but it was like if you kind of like. You know how they started to like their soul started to be released if they like kind of like came to a realization or they like was like came to term. I really didn't like that idea. Like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a bitch way to go for some of them.
I think that only happened to help like the people to get out of the arc. Like we need less people.
I would have liked it if like the reincarnations had like some sort of like. I don't know if there was a better way to get rid of them. Like they had some sort of core that you had to destroy. And I
have a great idea. Like I said, this was the last Naruto thing, but honestly, I think a good idea is look through all the characters that were revived and pick which ones should not have been revived.
Dude, Jugo versus Kiyomaru would have been a great fight, but it didn't happen.
You said who?
Jugo and Kiyomaru because they were best friends before he died. It would have been an emotional fight.
Kiyomaru.
Jugo and Kiyomaru.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really care about their friendship, to be honest. Like, it was a thing.
I didn't care about their friendship, but I would have liked to see Kiyomaru in a better... I mean, his fight was sick, but I would have liked to see him in
He didn't do anything. He just stabbed Samurai. That was...
No, I mean his original fight was sick.
I wish we saw more from the Salamander, because there's so much hype with the Salamander, and he just fought a Samurai.
Oh, yeah. Hanzo, yeah.
How did he beat the Sonic? We never got to see that fight, period.
Yeah, we should have. But Delix, you had the War Arc as well. Teebry, what do you got for your number 7?
Yeah, I'm going with War Arc because now I don't think we touched on this yet, but my problem with the War Arc is that most of the fights in the War Arc lost like the Naruto feel. Like it felt more like Dragon Ball Z. It was just like blasting big attacks at each other, at least like near the end of the War Arc.
Yeah, but then I started to realize something, and this has nothing to do with anything, but I started to realize that, Kishimoto, he was a big fan of Dragon Ball.
I mean, I'm guaranteed. I bet all the big 3 members were fan of.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Like you were saying, Jugo is like he admitted that it's directly based off of Android 16. If you think about it, they both have orange hair. They both love animals, and they both have. They actually both have some sort of cannon attack with their arm.
The thing is, I don't feel like any creator should be getting shit for showing their inspiration on purpose. That he or she was a fan of this, and if you to bring to your own work, I feel like on a creator's point of view, you have every right to do that because I'm not the writer, I'm not the creator,
Yeah, for sure, but I just think that the thing that made Naruto fights stand out in front of like any other anime at the time was the ninja like combat, and I think that they kind of threw that out the window near the end of Shippuden.
Well, it's not that. It's the Tail Beast. It's not the actual ninjas. Like they can't do that. It's Tail Beast that changed the power scaling.
That's what I mean. Shouldn't have happened. They should have. I don't know. They should have figured it out because I really liked. Like, think about like the Sasori fight or like any fight like in
that was
part
so cool.
1.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like they should have stuck with the more like it should have been more grounded throughout the war.
And it really annoyed me when Sasori Sasuke got a perfect Susanoo, I kind of felt like that was completely forced. I felt like he should have just had the Susanoo ribcage bone. No.
Wait, you said who should have perfect Susanoo?
I don't think Sasuke should have gone. I felt like when Madara Uchiha first released his perfect Susanoo, we didn't get the same hype when Kakashi and Sasuke got theirs. It just
Sasuke got it when he got the Rinnegan, but Kakashi...
I know, but he shouldn't have it.
I disagree on that, but I don't think Kakashi...
No. Sasuke can have it. I just feel like he should have it adult because everyone kept getting too overpowered at the last few episodes of the war. Is the problem. Everyone got too overpowered and 3 or 4 episodes before Madara was killed off. If Sasuke can develop the perfect Susanoo when he got to an adult, that would help the power scale a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like how everyone was so ridiculously powerful at the end.
We should make a video about the war. It'd be better.
But yeah, it seems like you three have the war arc. I actually don't have the war arc. Change it up. I actually put the Hidan and Kakuzu arc for my number 7. I do like it. Obviously I still like it. I still love Shikamaru, one of my favorite characters in Naruto for sure. And the whole dynamic between him and Hidan. But other than that, I didn't really, enjoy it as much as the other arcs. I didn't have an attachment to Asuma. I didn't have the training with Naruto that was cool, but I didn't really,
Who keeps laughing? I can't hear you.
Zoid.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. You're laughing.
Wait.
Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
RTL?
You can't hear me?
Someone's laughing.
That's
I'm trying
Zoid.
to hear RTL.
That's Zoid laughing.
Well, you're laughing too hard. I can't hear you.
You gotta adjust your volume.
Yeah, you gotta adjust your volumes, mate.
I don't know. I can hear him.
Yeah, overall, I just didn't, other than the Shikamaru Hidan thing, I didn't really care about Kakuzu. I didn't really care about, I'm not going to say I didn't care about it, but I didn't care as much about Asuma, Kakuzu, the entire fight with Kakuzu. It was interesting, it was cool to look at, but I didn't have that emotional impact. So, if I'm taking all that into account, I didn't really enjoy it as much as the other arcs. So that is why I put it at number 7.
At least you didn't skip it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right, so let's move on to our number 6. I feel like we're all gonna have interesting number 6. That's what I'm guessing here. So let's all.
Number 6. Let me take a look here.
After really thinking about it,
probably the Kazekage. It's not a bad arc. It just the hype was just not too there.
Honestly,
there.
I'm saying Kazekage retrieval arc as well. That's my number 6.
I felt like that arc was just supposed to introduce the Akatsuki rather than care about everyone else.
See, my thing with that arc, the fact that it kind of started the Shippuden and everything, it was interesting to see the Akatsuki invade the Kasakage, the Sand Village. Gaara as the Kasakage protecting the village. That was all cool. I love to see it. Deidara versus Gaara. Gaara should have won, but obviously he had to protect his village, so that's why he ended up losing. And we saw the Akatsuki members. We saw the process of Gaara getting his tail beast taken out. And then the Sasori, Sakura, and Granny Shio fight was really good. Getting a Sakura moment right at the beginning of Shippuden was a surprise, and I did enjoy it. So that's why I have it my number 6, but only number 6. Other than that, I didn't really enjoy that much.
There's a lot of stuff I still like about the war arc, which I don't want to put it on the lowest low, but
this is number 7. Actually,
I know.
Oh, this is number 7. Sorry, number 7.
Yeah. But the Kazekage retrieval, it's not a bad arc. I just didn't feel the hype compared to all the great moments, Madara, for instance. I felt like the hype was still there, but it just wasn't as there as some of the moments we got in the war. That's why I didn't there's always been a hate and love relationship with the war arc. It's always gonna be like that. That's why if anyone's asking, I just have my reasons to like it a little bit less than the Gaara arc, in my personal opinion.
That's fair. That's fair.
Everyone says the arc's trash, but there are good moments in it.
For which arc? The war arc?
Yeah, the war arc.
Oh, hell yeah. That's why...
Yeah.
That's why after I really thought about it, I actually have the war arc pretty high. So, Zoid, you got the 5 Kage Summit arc. So let's hear your reasoning for this one.
It's actually not as bad as what people think it is. People say after the pain arc is when it went bad, and this does involve the 5 Kage Summit. It's not a horrible arc, but I mean, I enjoyed it personally, but I really wish Sasuke versus Raikage would have lasted at least.
Well, let's let Zoid explain why he put it at number 7. Go ahead, Zoid.
Reason why? Okay, I like the introduction of Obito, like with all the 5 Kage stuff in it. Kage, okay, words out now. Oh, really?
you just feel like it should be here. I get that. I get that for sure. All right, Teebry, what's
like the introduction of Obito?
Yeah, I like the introduction of Obito too, for sure.
What number are we on? Number 7 or?
Yeah, we're on number 7 still. Teebry has to put his number 7.
I did.
Oh, it doesn't. It's not popping.
Not?
Oh no, there we go. Heat on. Okay, but let's explain a little bit.
Yeah. So my thing. Okay, this arc is half of it is really entertaining, but then there's another aspect of it that wasn't so entertaining, which brought its points like way down, which is Naruto's training, and then Naruto showing up at the end. I really did not care for the whole training thing. They kept going back to it. We had to like keep watching Naruto standing in front of that waterfall, like doing all the like I don't know. I just wasn't there for it. I just wanted to see more Hidan, Kakuzu, and Shikamaru. Mostly Hidan and Shikamaru stuff.
Well, that's what people say Naruto shouldn't have been in this arc.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it felt cheap, the whole Naruto thing. But I mean, we had to see him learn this new ability. That's cool. Yeah, but I don't know. I just didn't like watching him train for such extended periods of time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like one of my favorite arcs. Obviously, like in comparison to everything else that's still here, there's nothing that's not below this. I mean, there's nothing that's there's nothing that isn't above. What am I trying to say here?
There's nothing below. From what we have left, there's nothing below Hidan.
Yeah. There we go.
It didn't really piss me off, but I do feel like in some ways it should count as bad writing. Like I feel like Shikamaru should have had that whole arc, but then again, Kakuzu was about to kill everybody, but maybe they should have done. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Shikamaru Hidan, that was the rivalry, and I like how that ended. But other than that, that's why it's not higher, because that's the only part I really did like.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on to our number 6. And actually, I'm ready for y'all. Oh, we could, Delix, you can go first this time.
Alright, what number are we on?
6.
Okay. 6. Maybe the tuning exams.
Yeah, if I had a webcam right now, I made such a face.
I barely rewatched.
Yeah, you got me fucked up.
I've always preferred the Force of Death over the familiar rounds.
No, that is the whole. We're talking the whole tuning exams.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying. Like I don't like the tuning exams as a whole. That's why I'm ranking it where I'm at. Like I like the Force of Death better than the familiar rounds where they all had to wait for their turn for their match. But that's why I don't want to rank it any higher. Like I don't really ever rewatch the tuning exams. I know it's considered one of the best in Naruto, but it's not my best. If that makes sense.
That's fair. It's your ranking. It's your ranking. Put tuning exams.
People are gonna go crazy. Next, considered like this ought to be the best arc in all of Naruto.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's not facts, just opinions.
Yeah, you're right. But didn't say anything. But Zoid, you got Tsunade arc as yours number 6. So what's going on with that?
I enjoyed the arc more than Hindian Kazakage arc.
And the 5 Kage Summit arc.
Yeah.
Why do you like it more than the 5 Kage Summit arc?
Because this maybe I watched Naruto 2 years ago.
That's fair. I haven't watched Naruto in a while too, so.
Bonded to the first episode, and especially this arc. Like I was so gapped. Never watched this type of anime before.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Mostly nostalgia, it seems like.
At least you see, I forgot his name now. Can't. Or the snake dude.
You said what?
The snake dude. Forgot his
Oh,
name.
Richimaru?
Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Don't you dare forget that name.
Yeah.
Just kids at night.
He almost won the best Naruto character tournament. It was very close.
I like how Dryer versus the snake dude.
The snake dude. I feel you, bro. But Teebry and I have the same pick for our number 6. So I'll let you go first, Teebry. Why'd you put Kage Summit?
I mean, like it was hype, but I feel like I don't know, a lot of the stuff near the end of Shippuden, like after the pain arc, was it slowly started to lose its charm for me.
Yeah.
The Kage Summit had some really good moments, but it was pretty much any moment involving Sasuke I was all there for, because Sasuke is my boy. But
Yeah.
like outside of that, it wasn't my favorite time. Like I really liked Sasuke's intro. He cuts all those banners and then shows up on the roof. Like that is just like, that's the most badass thing, right? Like it's
Yeah.
just such, it's so disrespectful. But yeah. Oh, and you know what? The Danzo fight was one of my favorite fights in the series. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
That's definitely something I was gonna talk about. Like Kage Summit arc, yeah, like you said,
One
it
of
had,
my favorite fights.
like you said, it had a lot of great moments. Like the declaration of war by Obito, literally by himself. Like y'all can't touch me. I'm right in front of you. Y'all can't do anything to me.
Yeah. There was a lot of badass, like, but compare, like, I'm gonna say compared to the next, like, what is it, 4 or 5 arcs?
Yeah.
It's I got nothing. Like the next 5 arcs are like my favorite things in anime. So
Yeah.
we'll
And
see.
overall, I like seeing like the powers of the Kage, their personalities. But really, what put this over Kase Kage Retrieval for me was that Sasuke versus Danzo fight. Like that's where all Sasuke's hatred just went at Danzo, and that was a really good fight.
Yeah, it was solid. Yeah.
The way that he killed Kirin, oh my god, or tried
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
She should
I
have
was
died.
so I was so
Why did
hyped.
Kishimoto keep her? She should have died there. She didn't do nothing.
Actually, she was
Yeah.
actually very useful in the war arc. She kind of helped revive Tsunade and all that.
Yeah, but like as character wise, like I feel like she should have died there.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, and the entire Sasuke pretty much went full evil at that arc. That was like his most evil moment.
His evil laugh.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
So
Yeah.
The way that he trashed all his after what was that? The way that he like trashed his comrade after caring for them for so long, even during the Eight Tails attack. I mean, the fight against them. You know, it was really dark for Sasuke.
Yeah, it was a very
That's when
dark
people started
moment.
to hate. People hated Sasuke. All right, are we going?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Sasuke. Bad guy Sasuke.
That's fair.
Oh, you're into the bad boys.
You like the bad boys.
Are we
let's-
going to our top 5 now?
Yeah, our number 5.
Top 5, huh?
Top 5. I got it.
Basket roll.
I feel like I know how I'm gonna finish it. I feel like I know how I'm gonna finish this.
Me too.
I already got my order down.
Yeah, same.
I definitely spelled this wrong.
Kakazi. Bonsai.
Oh,
Okay, we all got different picks. I'll go first because we all talked about the war arc already. So I have the reason why I put the war arc so high. So I wanted to put the war arc my number 5 because really, when I think about it, the best moments in the war arc, the best fights in the war arc, I honestly like enjoyed it much more than the 5 arcs that are below them. Like if I'm being totally honest with myself,
the
like
whole work.
No, not the whole war arc, but I'm talking about like the best one. Like when it comes down to it, it's basically like, what arc I enjoyed more, what arc I really liked more. And there are a lot of problems in the war arc, true, But some of the better moments is some of the better moments in all of Naruto. The Madara introduction. I really liked the Naruto Sasuke fight. That was really enjoyable.
I didn't like that one. I didn't like that.
I did. I enjoyed it very much. And then like seeing Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura team up kind of resemble this 3 Sannin at their very end. See their full power. Well, at that time, their full power. A lot of exciting moments. Seeing Minato, Hashirama, Tobirama. Again, see how they interact.
Oh, bro. Talk about how when Minato had to say goodbye to Naruto.
Yes.
Dude, it broke me.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Broke me.
Minato and Naruto being able to talk with one another, like, physically.
And when he told him to tell his mom that he's doing all right and that he's eating vegetables and stuff, like,
yeah. So
I just died inside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sad. The music was so beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I had to put the war arc this high for me. That's why I have it for my number 5.
And this is the same writing that people hated, but yet at the end of the day, it did deliver a very good message at the end of the arc because of the bad writing a little bit, if that makes sense.
I really didn't have any problem with the writing in the arc. It was just
Madara's death.
It was too long. There's stuff you didn't have to include, like...
Yeah, it was like, I liked, there was good hype moments, there was good emotional moments. I just really wasn't all there for, like, the fights. Like, I liked the Madara fight, but that's, like, I wasn't really hyped.
Versus Madara.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the whole, like, from the point where Madara was introduced to where he fucked up the Kage, and then after that, I feel like Madara was kind of wasted in terms of, like, how...
I don't think Kishimoto even planned the arc to be 6 years in total, though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. But I also liked the Itachi and Sasuke meeting again, and their interaction.
Oh,
when Itachi...
bro, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I like that as well.
No matter what you do from now,
Yeah, bro, that broke me too. Shit,
Yeah.
I completely forgot.
Alright, so we all got different number 5s, but let's talk about Zoid and Delix's first, since we already talked about... No, let's talk about Zoid first. We already talked about the Kasakage arc, so let's talk about Zoid first. Go ahead.
Okay. Did Naruto fight anyone?
In the Kasakage arc? No.
he fought Deidara.
Yeah,
Kinda.
Yeah. They chased Deidara.
Yeah, it was a chase. It was more of a chase than a fight. It wasn't really a fight.
Dude, I love the scene where Naruto's beating him, and blood's over his knuckles. He's trying to kill him, but it was a clone. I love that moment. He tried to kill him.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Zoid's talking. Go ahead, Zoid.
I did like probably the best moment of this arc is Sorcery. I said that right?
Yeah, Sorcery.
Yeah.
Versus Granny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
other bitch.
and Sakura, yeah. The underappreciated waifu right there.
I actually enjoyed it so much, and I think I was jumping up and down my bed.
Hey, I respect it. That was a really good fight. Like, it was really good, and to see it at the beginning of Naruto Shippuden was really exciting. So, I definitely respect it.
Probably one of my favorite fights.
Oh, it's definitely one of my favorites for sure.
Definitely. I think it's in my top 5.
Yeah, probably in my top 5 if I think about it.
He's talking about some screen time.
Yeah, so...
Actually, I think I made a top 5 fights video, didn't I?
You gotta go check it right now. So Teebry and Delix, we have not talked about... Well, actually, we talked about the Land of Waves already, so Teebry, go ahead.
See, the Land of Waves, for me, that's, like I said, that's iconic. That is the first arc where Team 7 was actually in real danger. And they weren't even supposed to be. They weren't even supposed to be there. As soon as it became a B rank mission, they should have went back to Leaf Village, which I thought was really cool. That this was the first time there was fear. Like, they actually could have died. Obviously, they weren't going to die because they're the main characters, but like up until this point, there wasn't actually any real danger in the series, even though it was only a few episodes. But the reason it's the lowest on my top 5, the reason it's 5th place, is because there was a lot of times in this arc that kind of like the parts with all the villagers and like them like doing other stuff that didn't involve Haku and Zabuza. That kind of brings it down a bit for me, even though I did enjoy the whole arc, but like it wasn't full of like good shit the whole way through. Like there was some episodes that may have felt like filler episodes in there. But I think the whole thing was the arc as a whole is very like the whole like Sasuke and Naruto teamwork thing with the Shadow Shuriken.
Oh yeah, really love that moment.
And then like how they gave I mean this doesn't count towards this arc, but how they did a callback to that in the Momoshiki fight.
Oh
yeah, that just shows how iconic that moment was, I think, in the Naruto franchise as a whole. So I don't know. I think this definitely makes my top 5.
Yeah, it's definitely in my top 5. I mean, I haven't talked about it yet, but Delix, Sasuke retrieval, first person to mention Sasuke retrieval. So go ahead, explain.
So it's considered the best arc in part 1, but it's not personally my favorite. Like, I'll say it like this, like, it's the best arc in part 1 by a popular opinion, but like it's not my personal favorite arc that I feel close to. I've always considered, the Sonai arc better, but that's just because of personal things that I got out of the arc that I didn't get out of the Sasuke arc. And to me, I like the Sasuke Retrieval arc. It has story in it, but I kind of just felt like since there were a lot of fight, the story is the story is around the fighting and the character development. But I don't know. I like the idea of Naruto struggling and just trying to figure out his jutsu and trying to connect and seeing kids, with their mom and dads, and he doesn't have that, and he tries to get Jiraiya's, attention, and tries to ignore. Like I felt that, and with the Sasuke retrieval arc happen, I felt more of that when it came to Naruto and Sasuke than all the others, like Neji and Shikamaru. Even though I still felt emotions for them, but I just felt like the way that I felt for Naruto in the Tsunade arc and how he was with Sasuke, fighting Sasuke. That's when I get similarities, but everything else in the arc, I just didn't feel, the emotional impact. I mean, probably back in the day when I was a kid, but after analyzing anime more, now I know what I want. So that's why it right where it is. Like I feel like it is considered the best fight, but it's not the best arc, but it's not my favorite best arc in part 1, if that makes sense. But that's my reasons. I just feel like the story wasn't 100% there because it relies on its fights rather than the storytelling from Jiraiya and Naruto and Tsunade's interactions. I just felt the story was there more for me rather than anyone else. But that's just my opinion.
All right, gotcha. I understand. It is your opinion.
I was more emotionally attached. That's all.
That's fair. I mean, there's a lot of great moments I can't wait to talk about for the Sasuke retrieval arc. But yeah,
same.
Yeah. But let's move on to our number 4, and my number 4. Everybody,
I gotta look at this. What's left here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4.
I feel like a lot of us just want to sit down and be like, I'm going to tell you why this arc is better than the other arc, but no one's going to say anything.
I mean, it's still, like, we're still talking about our favorite arcs and why we think it should be at a certain place, so it's not like we're trying to say that arc is bad. We're just explaining why our arc is great.
Mm-hmm. Are you tired? Are you eating sleepy eyes on us?
Yeah, Zoid. Yawning in my video.
We got like another 20 minutes.
3 a.m.
You gotta become a night owl like me, bro. Stay up until 6 every day.
Do you wanna leave or do you wanna
make a video in 7 hours time? 2 videos, 4 every day.
Yeah, honestly, I had no idea you were at 3 a.m. to be honest.
I know, right?
All right, so
I couldn't see the past 2 days.
I'll start off with my number 4. We talked about the Land of Waves arc quite a bit, and I honestly like at the for a like first or second, depending on how you pick, arc in Naruto. This arc set a standard right from the beginning, and that standard was very good. Like, I enjoyed this arc throughout. I agree that there's some moments that was kind of nonchalant, not as great. But to see Naruto and Sasuke progress in that arc itself, see them learn how to like master their chakra a little bit better, climbing up the trees. Haku and Zabuza, I mean, that's self-explanatory. And like even more so, like the two best moments, the two most iconic moments is Naruto first going to his nine-tailed form and becoming Nine Tails against Haku, and Zabuza realizing, getting, talk jutsu by Naruto.
Dude, the way that Gato kicked her corpse was sad.
Yeah, iconic moments, That's why I have them my number 4, for sure. Alright, Teebry, Kazekage Retrieval. You have it the highest tier, so why don't you explain?
Bro, y'all are sleeping on...
On what? You cut out. On what?
You said we're sleeping on this
Kazekage.
Oh.
Alright, explain how we're sleeping on this art.
Wait, hold on a second.
Alright, while Teebry gets ready to pump us up, Delix...
Let's go!
Delix, and what do you got for your number 4?
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't do the... Oh, did I not do it yet?
Yeah, you haven't written it yet.
I didn't put the 5 comments something yet. I thought I already did that one. Did I not?
No, it's not on your list.
I thought I did.
If you want, I mean, you could quickly revise your list and put it where it's supposed to be. That's no problem.
Actually, shit. No. I don't like. I don't
I'm
like
back,
the
sorry.
Kage Summit arc more than the Sasuke Retrieval arc. Shit, I thought I already did this one. God damn.
All right, so yeah, Delix, just
just
re-edit your thing if you have to, and then we'll come back.
What happened?
He forgot. Go ahead.
I thought I already put the 5 Kage Summit, but I didn't. That's why I was confused. I thought I already put it down there. Now I have to fix my... That's not bad. Yeah, I'll probably put the Land of Waves replacing it. I feel like it's a better art than the Summit art.
Okay, fair enough. His Land of Waves went from 9 to 4. Hey, put suspect.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Reach the top 5 all the way through. I like it. All right.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna keep switching. I think I'm.
All right, just let us know when you're done. Before we hear Teebry hype up this Kazekage Retrieval arc, Zoid, why do you put Sasuke Retrieval 4?
Ooh, why did I? I just like how everyone was chasing Sasuke in the basket.
Nice.
You just like what the arc was about?
Yeah, chasing the basket. I like it how Sasuke was chose his own path to get stronger, to kill his brother and that, and he thought this is the only way to gain strength.
Right.
And what else? Need to think about this. Didn't think really.
Well, I can guarantee we're gonna talk about the Sasuke Retrieval arc much more so in a bit. But Kazekage Retrieval arc, Teebry, go ahead.
Okay, listen, okay? It's the first arc in Shippuden, right?
Yes.
Everybody's wondering after the end of part 1. Everybody's wondering how they're coming back. How are they going to raise the bar? What's next for Naruto? This is before anyone has seen it, right? What is next for the Naruto universe? And I think that this arc perfectly raised the bar in the most intense way possible. It starts off with these two guys that we know nothing about, these two very creepy, intimidating guys, Datara and Sasori, and they straight up roll up to the Sand Village and just body the Kazekage, who we have already seen is really, really strong. At this point, we thought Gaara was like a top dog, right?
Yeah.
And suddenly these two come in and just treat him like he's garbage. And then they drag his body off, and we're just like, as an audience, holy shit, what just happened? And then you have Gaara's brother, Sakura goes after him, and he nearly died because he can't handle this Sasori, right? So anyways, the arc opens up amazing with them just flexing how strong the Akatsuki are going to be. And then it gets even better from there. After that, we have one of my favorite parts in this arc is when Sakura first sees Sasori, and she looks at him and she thinks to herself, this dude is way out of my league. I can tell just by looking at him that he's killed lots of people. Like, I should not be here. Like, she's like genuinely scared. And I think that at that moment, as an audience, we just knew that the Akatsuki, they meant business. Like, they were hot shit. And then, right after that amazing moment, one of the best fights in the series, Sasori. Although I feel that Sasori was wasted, dying right away in his first big fight, I think that he could have had amazing fights to come after that. But that was still one of the best fights in the entire series, and one of the last fights that still felt like a nin type battle before they went DBZ with everything. So yeah. I have so much respect for the Kazekage Q arc just because of how much tension there was and how well they portrayed like this next level that was being taken after part 1.
And the build-up that was delivered at the end of part 1, that they were going to be the next threat. It was
like I think they perfectly delivered the next threat.
Kishimoto knows how to build up attention, if you ask me.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would agree to that. I like the Kazekage retrieval arc. I mean, like I said, when I was talking about it, I was talking about the Sakura fight, talking about Gaara and everything. But the other parts just was kind of weird. Mike Guy versus Mike Guy, Netty versus...
That was stupid.
Yeah, no, fuck all that. I'm not even including that shit. That's dumb as hell.
That was just bad.
I don't like it. I skip those episodes every time I watch the arc.
Yeah, that was definitely not it. But the Kazekage retrieval arc was a great beginning of Naruto Shippuden. I completely agree. So we got Sasuke retrieval for you two. It seems like Delix was able to kind of figure everything out. So
yeah, I didn't know. I messed up. Thank you for not telling me.
I thought you had the 5 Kage Summit arc really high. I mean, that's what I just thought. But let's move on to our top 3. The 3 best arcs in Naruto. I know exactly what order I'm putting everything in.
Yep, same here. I already got it. I knew this when we started.
Yeah. I knew my top 3 kind of when we started, too. I think me and Teebry have the same top 3, if I'm being honest.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we probably have the same top 3. All right, we got some interesting... I can see why the Land of Wave arc is so high for Zoid, so definitely going to hear some more. So let's start off with Delix, you know. We talked about the Tsunade arc a lot. We all have it at different spots, a lot lower. So let's see your reasoning for having the Tsunade arc so high.
Oh, you're starting off with me?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, basically... I'm slow as hell. Basically, I know Tsunade isn't considered one of the best, which is fine, but I just have a personal connection to that arc is why I'm somewhat biased towards it. But like on my honest opinion, you know, all the other arcs could be considered better, but I just didn't feel the attachment, you know, for my own being, you know. So yeah, it's just because I just have more of a attachment to this arc in general. Just I love the story. I love Naruto's training. I love Tsunade's backstory. I love just the interactions of Jiraiya and Tsunade. Like everything about the arc, it touched me, and I felt bad. I felt bad for Naruto so bad in this arc, and that's all.
Okay, gotcha. You like a lot of the emotional moments. I see you.
Yeah, man, it touched me in this arc.
Zoid, why do you got the Land of Wave arcs to your top 3?
Ooh. Why did I choose it, actually?
Why did you choose it,
I'm just kidding. This is probably the arc actually kept me watching Naruto.
I would hope so, being such an early on.
Yeah, because when I watched that, I was like, oh, I hope we have the same level, the same, like, good writing in future arcs. And yes, we did.
Oh yeah.
But I did like because you know like Sasuke and Naruto hate each other. Like basically beginning like hate each other, but and they like helped each other during the chakra the thingy. And what else? I actually don't know really.
Hey, I mean, the Zabuza Haku moment is still iconic. It's something we all remember about.
How come no one's been talking about the way they died? No one's mentioned it.
Talk about what?
The way
That
that
was sad as hell.
The way
No
they
one talks
died?
about- no one, yeah, you guys haven't been talking about that. The way they died.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it was
sad. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good
You
moment.
liked it. You didn't like the ending. I thought the arc had a great ending.
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
That was
my
great.
two favorite moments was pretty clear: the Naruto rage moment and Kabuya's crying for the first time.
Yeah.
So you're saying the arc is only good because of moments, not because of the whole thing was good, right?
No, the entire thing is good.
The whole thing was pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's why I have it in my top 5. This is number 4.
Alright.
All right, so Teebry and I have the Sasuke retrieval arc. I do want to start it out. This is a great arc. To end Naruto, fantastic arc. It's one of those arcs that you really don't know how it's going to end. Like, before Shippuden, I didn't know if Naruto was going to succeed getting Sasuke. I didn't know how it was going to end. I didn't know if Sasuke was going to beat Naruto. Like, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time because a lot of the things being the last arc of original Naruto, like when I was young, not knowing about Shippuden or anything, this was it. This was how the series is going to end, and it ended off with a banger. We had great fights between each one of the, Genin, Neji. A lot of them have very good development, technique moments. Neji, with his moments, was great. Choji had great moments. And then the appearance of Gaara and Lee, that was... And then to end it off with Naruto and Sasuke. And that fight was ridiculous. And that emotion between these two characters, like, they went all out. The brotherly bond was there. And then Sasuke, to end it off, he ended his friendship, his best friend. He ended all feelings for his best friend and left by himself on the path of revenge.
That fight gets me every time I watch it. It has so many great emotions. Fight, man. I felt bad for both of them.
Yeah. So yeah, Teebry, you go on. I didn't want to keep on doing. I want you to have plenty of talk about as well.
All right. So this arc does not miss in any aspect whatsoever. The story, the fights, everything. So
Right.
the first good thing about this arc is that the village was short-staffed, right? So they had to send these Genin against these people. First of all, the villains in this arc, let me just say, top quality. Like, the Sound 4 are amazing. Like, they're so unique and so cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I really like everybody that seems to come from Orochimaru or has some sort of connection to Orochimaru always has the most unique and cool abilities. And
Yeah.
the Sound 4 is probably like the shining example of that. But anyways, these are like Jonin killing shinobi. Like, these are high level. They literally took out a bunch of Jonin at the beginning of the arc. And they had to send these Genin and one Chunin because they had no one left. And it was like, okay, but we have to go save our friend no matter what. And they went for it. And every single fight, everything, like the whole thing with having to leave someone behind each time, everyone got their moment to shine. Everyone got their big fight. There was so much emotion, like Neji and Choji almost dying. I thought they were going to die. I was so sad.
Yeah, it was crazy that Choji was like, this is Choji, and that dude just turned into a badass that arc and was going 1v1.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
yeah.
oh,
and so like Neji's fight, I think, was my favorite fight in that whole arc. Even like, I mean, obviously there's the big fight at the end, but the thing that I loved about the fights in this arc is these were such ninja type fights. Like, it was so grounded and like well done with like strategy and like so much thought out complex like movements. Like these fights were like chess matches instead of like fist fights, you know?
Yeah.
Like, these were so well done. Yeah, like, and then like you said, the fucking sand ninja coming at the end to save them. They were just the bad guys. We didn't expect to see them right away. Like, again, like coming in to save the day. Especially Rock Lee and Gaara, like the two. Like, literally, Gaara fucked Rock Lee's life with that injury. They were like nemesis in the tuning exams, and then he's coming to his rescue. So heartwarming, and then not to mention Rock Lee's drunken fist.
Drunk fist.
Yeah.
That is so iconic. Drunk fist Lee.
Bro.
Point, man.
Bro, we didn't even talk about Shikamaru. I didn't even say Shikamaru's name. And
bro, Shikamaru is crazy. He's so smart, and this arc really, really shows. I mean, I think the Hedon and Kakuzu, he's showing more intelligence almost.
But yeah, this was like the beginning.
Him versus Tayuya was like, whoa.
Yeah, because if you compare it, if you compare it to everything else, like Neji and Choji, well, Choji had some boost to make him strong enough to fight Jirobo. Neji's he's at that level. Neji's like a prodigy, so he's at that level. Yeah. Shikamaru just has his intelligence. He has really all of that is.
And that's what I liked about the fights in this, is that they were so like, for the most part, they were at a disadvantage. And they really had to use whatever they had, like whatever skill set they had, to try to figure out a way out of these fights, because these were Jonin level opponents that they were fighting against, and it was like they were not ready for it, but they still pulled through. Yeah, which was just it's so good to see, like a fight where the good guys are at a severe disadvantage and they just figure it out. Yeah, those are the best fights, in my opinion, in Naruto. Yeah,
honestly, literally every fight felt good, and it ended well. Like, I had no issues with the start, middle, or end of all the fights.
Yeah, and of course, Sasuke versus Naruto, one of the most iconic fights in the whole series. Yeah, I think the first Sasuke versus Naruto is better than Sasuke versus Naruto, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. I probably would agree to that as well. We see Sasuke getting his 3 Tomai. We see Naruto releasing his first tail. Like, we see a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the animation is insane.
Really good. Really good.
Like,
so we all agree the Sasuke True arc is the best arc in part 1?
No, because I got one ahead of it as well.
Yep.
So move on to number 2.
We're all talking about it here. It seems like it's
oh, I got a lot to talk about the tuning exams arc. Best believe. Number 2. Zoid, Teebry, and myself, we all have tuning exams. So what is your number 2? Delix, we're going to have you go first.
Wait, you didn't know I said only in part 1, right? Not the whole franchise. You know.
Yeah, tuning exams is part 1.
Alright, making sure.
Alright, what you got for your number 2, Delix?
Yeah, on Kakuzu.
Okay, interesting. Why do you got it so high?
That's what Kakuzu's name, or I can never spell his name. Basically, I love the realistic character growth that Shikamaru goes through, losing his sensei, tries his eyes out, tries to understand what did he do wrong, because the best part about Shikamaru, he becomes a better strategist after he messes up and then takes that experience and then puts it into knowledge, and when he goes back, now he's prepared and now he knows what he's doing, and I just love just how it broke him and just how sorry you can feel for him and just how was just trying to be there for him. Like, dude, like, son, let it out, boy. Let your emotions out, your feelings, like your pain. You got to let it go. And it just, it breaks me to see him like that. And because Shikamaru's always been this lazy, laid-back dude, but you see him, like, cry his eyes out. And it was hard. And then you get to see him kill Hedon, the guy that killed his master, and the way that he just looks at Hedon while he's being blown up with these cold, dead eyes. And then at the end, he tells him, you shouldn't be worrying about Joshin or anything else. Me, because I'm putting judgment on you. Like, it was so cool. Like, everything about this arc for Shikamaru was just well written, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it does have a lot of growth, good character growth for Shikamaru for sure. So I respect it. But we, Zoid, Teebry, we all have tuning exams, so we all probably have lots to talk about. So let's start off with Zoid. Go ahead.
Hey, man, you just burned
You said what?
You know,
like the force bit or the final bit, or both together?
One more time?
Like, which bit are you talking about?
We're talking about the entirety
The
of
whole
it.
thing.
The whole
So
Whole
so the start of the tuning exams all the way up to Gar's
Yeah, okay.
that whole arc.
Okay. Especially, I like the force bit. 100%. Probably the best bit in the whole tuning exam. Instead of right? Let's get it.
Yeah. If we had to break it up into part, we have the writing section first. So the writing section is how the
Writing
tuning
is
exam arc starts.
Writing is absolutely amazing. The details on it, how they done the forest, it's probably the one of the darkest arcs.
Oh yeah.
Out there. What else is on there? Everyone's a killing machine in the arc.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, the entire Leaf Village got
Especially
invaded.
The snake dude.
Orochimaru. This is Orochimaru's arc.
Say it with me.
This is-
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru.
When he killed 3 Gani, stole their faces.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty messed up.
Yeah. I mean, so we could do this tuning exam arc justice. I kind of want to break it up a little bit. So let's start. I mean, the first part, we got the writing part, right? That's how it started. The first test, the writing part. Would we include the introduction of Lee, Sasuke, and Naruto? Should we start off with that? Because that's
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a great moment. This dude with bushy eyebrows, the most simplest design I've ever seen, says, "Yo, Sasuke, buck up."
Yeah. And we're like, hell no.
We're like, hell no, Sasuke is not about to lose to this dude. And then Lee just washes Sasuke. I was like, holy shit. And he tries to hit on Sakura. It's all great banter. But I like the philosophy behind the writing test at first. There's a lot of strategy, trying to get the right answers, and all these ninja using their abilities to get the right answers. And what they're really testing for was not the test itself, but something else entirely. It was great for to prove a ninja's worth, for sure. You got anything to say about that, T-Ry or Zoid?
About the arc as a whole, or just that part?
Yeah, just that part.
As far as all the character introductions go, I think that this was oh my god, it was so good at building up all the, because obviously they all fight later on in the series, right? So it's it introduced so many interesting characters in that first part. It was so you know what my favorite part about all the introductions is when who was arguing? There was 2 people arguing in the hallway.
It was Naruto and Sakura.
No. It was. I think it was Sasuke and Lee, right? And then they went to fight, and Neji stepped in and stopped them both. And then Sasuke was like, "Holy shit, this guy's also fast. There's a lot of strong people here." That's when he realized, I think they were there right in front of the classroom, and I don't know if it was. I think it was Lee. He went to throw hands at Sasuke. Neji stopped both of them.
I think Guy stepped in. Didn't Guy step in to stop the fight?
No. Yeah, Guy stepped in to stop the fight downstairs, but in the hallway they were arguing, and Neji stopped and stopped. Or no. That's what it was. It was Sasuke and Neji, and Lee stepped in and he stopped them. And then that's when Sasuke was like, "Holy shit, this guy's fast." And I think they met later for the fight in.
Yeah, I mean, to
downstairs.
start off with that, and then obviously Zoid, you were just talking about it, the Forest of Death. And that entire journey was a different beast entirely, with Orochimaru's introduction and the entire dynamic with Naruto going his demon form, Sasuke getting the curse mark, and the Sound Ninja making a lot of issues for everybody. Like, I'm sure you guys have a lot to say about the Forest of Death, right?
Bro, Orochimaru. Yeah, I'm there with you.
It's and what it really has me. I mean, obviously, we got the ending, but to see a lot of these 1v1 fights with all these genin, and to see how our main cast grew, like Naruto, Sasuke, not really Sakura, but see those two characters, the way they learned how to fight even better than Naruto beating Kiba, Sasuke winning basically with a handicap, and then obviously the iconic fight Gaara versus Lee is
the fights were oh my god, so good, so good.
My favorite bit in the Forest arc, especially when Sasuke got the curse mark, when he activated it.
And he breaks Saku's arms.
Oh yeah, when Sasuke got pissed like that with the curse mark all over him.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, that's one of my favorite moments. All the he just like he should be very attached to these.
Oh, and then he just wrecks him.
Yes.
And then,
but hold on. Let me backtrack for a second. My favorite part of the Forest arc is 100% Orochimaru's introduction, because oh my god, he's just so disgusting and like twisted. Like, that was the first time, like, I know that, like, obviously, like, the first time they felt fear was against, like, Zabuza, right?
Yeah.
But him, like, I forgot what the ability's called now, but Orochimaru does one of his jutsu on Sasuke and Sakura, and they're frozen in fear. And they were like, that was sort of like a similar moment to when Sasori was introduced in Shippuden, when they were like, holy shit, this guy is like way out of our league. And he was like summoning giant snakes, and like they couldn't kill him. It was just so crazy. And like him, like with his, like he ripped the person's face off.
Oh yeah.
He had underneath, like, man, that was such a good villain introduction for Orochimaru. Orochimaru was by far the GOAT of this entire.
Oh yeah, this was his arc, because he invaded the Leaf Village right after, fought the third Hokage, Uno Mane, Uno v Uno, and then obviously we had the last part, the last tournament. We had Neji versus Naruto, Shikamaru versus Tamari, Sasuke versus Gaara.
Bro, you know what was hype about this?
What?
How Sasuke was away from the series. Because we gotta think there was an intermission in between when he went to train with Jiraiya, right?
Yeah, he went to train, with Jiraiya, yeah.
Yeah, Naruto did. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And then Sasuke was training with Kakashi. But we didn't get to see Sasuke for so long. He was late. He was late to the exams, right? And everyone was like, where he's gonna get disqualified. Where is this Uchiha kid? And he just shows up in his new drip, like the black outfit, just ready to take on this monster that's Gaara. It was such a cool, like, reintroduction for Sasuke after being away for so long. Like, everyone wanted to see him back.
Yeah, and seeing the Chidori and everything, and then how everything turned out after that, where we eventually got Gaara versus Naruto, and that entire dynamic with Naruto using summoning jutsu, like.
Also, it was also so interesting to find out that Gaara also had a tailed beast in him. Like, it was like there was so many parallels to Naruto's story, but Gaara just went down a different path, and I really liked that aspect. Like, before we knew what it was, Gaara was just saying, like, that he had a demon inside of him, and I was just thinking, oh my god, Naruto has a demon inside him too. I wonder if it's the same thing. It was just such an interesting way to introduce the tailed beasts outside of just in Naruto, you know?
Yeah, and then Sasuke, that was the first time Sasuke actually recognized how strong Naruto has become. And it was, yeah, it's great. It's best in part one, in my opinion, for sure. But our number one spot, we all got the same part. It's
literally unanimous.
It is the Pain arc. We all have it.
Yes.
The Pain arc.
Don't worry. The Pain arc makes me more into.
the best arc in Naruto. We all know it. We all have a lot to say, of course, I'm sure.
Imagine someone putting the least favorite.
You said what?
Imagine someone put the pain arc in top, isn't it, like in the 10th spot?
They'd get kicked.
Yeah, they would not be a Naruto fan if the pain arc is number 10. Like,
Do we even have to say anything? Like, we know how great it is.
Bro.
yeah, honestly, we don't really have to say anything.
My words.
But Naruto versus Pain will end the Pain speech. That's all be. That's where it ends for me right there. Even Jiraiya versus Pain, you know, is great.
Jiraiya versus Pain's one. I think actually Jiraiya versus Pain's my favorite part.
Pain's character like made me just think about like our world and stuff. Like
I love Pain's character.
Opened me up.
He's so good.
Episodes, Sasuke, Jiraiya versus Pain, because you should see most of the episode was Jiraiya going through tunnels.
Bro, why would you skip? Why would you skip that?
What would you skip that?
2 episodes, you see Jiraiya going tunnel.
Bro, he's figuring out his strategy.
So you rather
watching 20 minutes of Jiraiya.
So you rather watch Sadra? So you rather watch Sadra play hide and seek, whatever, with a stuffed animal, trying to catch it to whatever what she was doing, versus this.
All I know is at the very end of the day, when the Pain arc ended, that was such a beautiful moment for Naruto.
That's when people say it should have ended there. To be honest,
all I gotta say about the Pain arc, there's obviously so much things we can say, but my one judgment of it is that it is a work of art.
Yes,
that's it.
Completely
it
agree.
Doesn't even feel like Naruto writing sometimes, when it, in my opinion, it has moments where it doesn't feel like the same shit.
I don't know. The tuning exams is really good, and I have like the Pain arc is just better, but the tuning exams arc and the Sasuke retrieval arc very good in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. So
Teebry said this should be in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood kind of writing.
Yeah, well, that's the level that I think the Pain arc is on for me.
I agree. It just feels different.
It's just so like the vibe is like totally.
Yeah, I would say the vibe is definitely different. You know, they do a lot of crazy stuff.
The whole thing with Pain having like this god like I am a god. That whole complex that he has is like it's what makes the arc like feels so dark and like weird for me, like different.
Yeah,
outside of Naruto.
But when he blew up the village,
yeah, I mean, he pretty much killed everybody, then revived everybody. That's literally what he did. That's just this crazy thing. But yeah, these are our top 10.
I love the like, to me it wasn't just a talk no jutsu. Like, I love how both of them came to an understanding. That's just how I thought of it. I thought of it as a understanding rather than him just standing there talking. Like, I like the dynamic of both of them being sibling students from Jiraiya, and they both had conflict or whatever, but like they eventually came to an understanding that, you know, like, we're not always going to agree on everything, but like there's always going to be war in this. But like, I want to believe that there is somewhat of peace out there, and maybe my direction was wrong, and maybe yours was right. And the way that and how the twist was is that Naruto reversed his words from the book that Nagato said Jiraiya that inspired him to write the book was amazing. Like, Nagato just looked at Naruto. He's like, I don't have nothing to say. Like, that's legit what I said when I was his age. Like, I got nothing to say. Like, he was shocked, and it's just I love that twist right there.
Naruto should try the sexy jutsu too.
No, don't ruin this conversation.
I mean, I like the sexy jutsu and how I was using the work, not gonna lie. But
oh my god, against Kaguya, that was so dope.
That was such a great moment.
Yes,
I loved it.
Such a great. The best part of that is how Kakashi looked at the three of them and said, "Okay, yep, they're still the same three kids that I raised back in the day."
Yeah,
you know, like,
Sasuke
he realized it at that moment.
It was great. Sasuke kind of went with it too. He was like, "All right,
he's like, this is happening.
It is what it is." But yeah, let's wrap it up now. We got our top 10. These are everybody's top 10 Naruto arcs.
So on the side here, I kind of tried to average them out based on how often they were picked in that thing, and I think that this is our general top 10. Like, just averaged?
Yeah.
Top 10 filler arcs, best filler arcs.
Yeah, hard pass.
Later. See ya.
Yeah. So let's look at these averages. Listen, Kakashi Anbu arc, but I mean, yeah. Tsunade arc, yeah. But War arc number 8, I'm not mad at it. I did have it on top 5, but I just really liked it.
3 people got it there, so
Yeah, it's fine. Kasakage retrieval arc, yeah. Kage Summit, Hiden Kakuzu.
These two, Hiden and Kakuzu, and Land of, because look at how random our picks were there. So I just went based on who had more higher and who had more out of the two of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the next 3 are pretty unanimous.
Actually, I'm surprised Hiden Kakuzu. How did it get it so high? Because Delix had it number 2, I had it number 8, you had it number 7, and then Zoid had it number 10.
Okay, so where is
you have
the one below it?
Kage Summit.
See, the Kage Summit, they have 2 at that level, and then 1 below, and I thought 1 above.
No. All of us besides Delix has Kage Summit above Hiden and Kakuzu.
Oh, I'm sorry for having an opinion.
I mean, if it's the wrong one, that's fine. But yeah, that probably
these 3 in the middle were kind of difficult place because everyone was so all over.
I mean, there was no calculation, but it's just something I noticed. But the top 4, I think, is pretty clear with Land of Waves, Sasuke Retrieval, Tuning Exams, and Pain Arc. So yeah, that's I think that's pretty clear.
It's pretty. Yeah, I like how we all had Pain Arc at the.
Yeah,
I knew going into this that Pain Arc was the best one.
Yeah, I did too. Because like before, we were thinking about doing a tournament bracket. But I was like, I know the Pain Arc is gonna win. So what is the point of doing a tournament bracket?
Yeah,
so
it's the same. Like I knew that I was going for Pain the whole time in backstory 1 too.
Yeah,
it was all for him.
So I thought, what would be better? A top 10 for everybody, which we could see everybody's opinions. And for the most part,
I enjoyed this.
Yeah, this was very interesting to see everybody's top 10. But yeah, this has been fun. Obviously, all their links will be in their description below. Check them out. Like the video, subscribe to the second channel. I'm actually, once the second channel hits 50 subscribers, we might start streaming it live. And then obviously check us on podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff.
I just gotta say, it's been so awesome to grow up with a show, let alone meeting people throughout the years of this franchise. Like, it's brought a lot of people.
Oh yeah, Naruto is goated. It is a big. It's a great overall series. Spoiler, people, I'm actually doing this. You guys are gonna be surprised, but I'm coming out with the video, and I'm talking about how I think Black Clover has the potential to surpass both Bleach and Naruto.
What about One Piece?
It'll never surpass One Piece. It'll never. One Piece is goated forever. But
he's back.
All right, so
I mean, it already surpassed Bleach in my opinion.
That's how you go on Twitter, you say that, the Bleach fan base will kill you. I'll tell you that.
I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying that the story is not. It's
hard to say it surpassed Bleach, but I think it will. It has the potential to surpass Bleach eventually. But yeah, this has been your boy RTL Faith. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye.